How's it going, guys? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to reconnect your old HP DeskJet 2600 series. This also works for the 2700 series and the 2800 series back to Wi-Fi. Now, maybe you've had this thing sat in the cupboard for ages and you need to reconnect it. I'm going to show you how to do that correctly because recently HP actually changed how this works. So all of the existing tutorials on YouTube are incorrect apart from this one. So let's get straight into it. Now, the first thing we want to do is obviously ensure that our printer is plugged in. And the first thing we want to do is clear any Wi-Fi settings that remain on this printer. So maybe you set this up years ago on an old Wi-Fi. And to do this, the first step is we're going to hold one finger on this red X button, and we're going to hold one finger on the Wi-Fi button. So we're going to hold these, and I'm going to do my other fingers actually, and we're going to hold it down for 3 seconds. And after 3 seconds, the power button will begin to flash. And we're going to wait a few more seconds and the Wi-Fi button is going to begin to flash as well. And that signifies that it is in pairing mode. Here we go. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to obviously connect it to your phone. And then from your phone, you can then print anything. If you want to learn how to connect it to your computer, just check the link in the description. It's very similar, but it's just more focused on the computer. So get your phone out and we're going to head to the App Store and I'm going to show you the correct app to download. So once we're on the App Store, and this is the same if you have an Android device, you're just going to search HP and we're going to download this app. It's literally just the HP app. Now, the reason earlier I said all the tutorials are wrong is because all of the other tutorials tell you to download the HP Smart app. Now, the HP Smart app used to exist, but HP recently, literally in the last few months, combined it all into this one brand new app here. And since then, a lot of fake HP Smart apps have begun to appear. PrintGo Smart Printer, Smart Printer app. These are all fake HP apps, and I really would recommend against downloading them because it's actually a security risk. You're going to give these apps access to a networked device, and I just wouldn't do that. So we're going to download the HP app. So again, this is what differentiates this tutorial from others, is that all the other ones tell you to download an app that doesn't exist anymore. So once you've downloaded the app, we're going to click open. And we can see our printer, the Wi-Fi button is still flashing, and it is now in pairing mode. And this is where it gets a bit annoying. So normally what you would do is you'd agree to all the rubbish that they'd let you do once you first download the app, and then click add a device. Now, some of you will be lucky enough to just literally have to click launch setup and it would find your printer very quickly. However, that is usually now not the case, especially for some of these older models. They simply, and I have a theory that HP have done this on purpose, the older models really don't connect properly to the app. However, Planet Printer, we have found a fantastic workaround that does the same thing. So first thing I'd recommend doing, obviously, is launch setup. It's a brand new printer. We don't have it connected to anything, and see if it comes up. If your printer comes up, then click on it, type in your Wi-Fi password and you're connected. However, the chances are if you have an older printer like this, it won't come up. And I think HP did that on purpose, but I found a workaround, and the workaround is going to let us connect this to our Wi-Fi and it will stay on the app for as long as we want. So the first thing we're going to do is actually head to the settings on our iPhone. So I'm heading to the settings app here, and I've gone to my Wi-Fi. And as you can see, actually, we can see the HP DeskJet is broadcasting its own Wi-Fi network. And basically, this is a separate feature known as Wi-Fi Direct, which basically allows you to print to this printer by connecting to its own Wi-Fi hotspot. But we're going to use this hotspot to not only connect and print, but we're actually going to use this hotspot to connect the printer to Wi-Fi overall. So we're going to connect to the printer's Wi-Fi hotspot. Now, if it asks you for a password, the password is usually 12345678. Okay, that's usually it. So now that we're connected to this Wi-Fi, we can head back over to the HP app, and we can go all the way back to the start. Okay, we're going to click add a device again, but this time, since our iPhone is now connected directly to the printer, we're going to go down to add an existing printer. We're going to click add a device, and here it is. It shows up immediately, and that's because our phone is directly connected to this printer. And now, basically, you have access to all of the features. So if you want to do some quick printing, you can just do it now. You can, let's say you just needed to print one thing and this is your printer. You can just quickly print that now. But if you care about longevity and you want to continue to print things over the next coming days, weeks, months, follow the rest of the steps in this video. Because the issue with this is, as soon as you disconnect from the Wi-Fi of the printer to go back onto your home Wi-Fi, you can't go back onto it. You have to do this repeatedly. So I'm going to show you how to set it up so that the printer stays permanently on your Wi-Fi network. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom over here. And there's printer settings. We're going to click view all, and then we're going to go to advanced settings over here. And what this is going to do, this is actually going to open up a web browser. And the web browser is going to be on the actual printer. So we're technically on the printer itself's website. Okay. And we're going to go to network over here. Okay. And then we're going to click wireless 802.11. And then we're going to go to the wireless setup wizard. It's going to ask, it might ask you, are you sure? Just click yes. And then it's going to say the wireless wizard will help you configure your printer to connect to a wireless network. So that's what we want to do. But the app, the app that we downloaded doesn't really let us. But we're doing this directly on the printer itself. So we bypass the app. So we're going to click next. And it's searching for wireless networks. And this is my wireless network at the top, the Vodafone. So you want to find your Wi-Fi that your home is on, okay? The one that your phone is normally connected to. And you're going to select it, if that wants to select for me. And then you're going to want to put in the password. Now, it's worth saying, once you have it selected, you go down here and click next. And you want to type in the password. Now, if you're an iPhone user, you can actually find your Wi-Fi password in settings, which is really useful. And you can also find it at the back of your router/router if you're British like me. So I'm going to type in my password and I'll get back once that's done. Okay, so I've typed in my Wi-Fi password. Now again, if you're an iPhone, you can just go into settings, click on your specific Wi-Fi, and then you'll see the password. You click on the password itself and it will reveal itself. I'm going to click next. And this might take several minutes, but it's now going to connect this printer to your wireless network that you just configured. And while that runs, we can look at the screen too. You'll know it's done when this Wi-Fi thing stays solid. There you go. So you saw it wasn't solid before and now it is. And as you can see on my phone, you have configured the following wireless network. Click finish to complete the setup. It's all saved on the printer. And that's that. And so it will ask you then, this is just going back to the wireless network wizard, so you don't have to press next. You can press back. And now we can actually go back onto our HP app. And this printer will always be here now that it's connected to the Wi-Fi. So what I can do is I can actually go back to settings and I can disconnect from the printer's Wi-Fi direct. I can go back on my Vodafone Wi-Fi. And I'm back on the app. And what I can do, look, it is still connected. And so now I don't need to connect directly to the printer in order to connect the Wi-Fi, in order to do anything. Now the printer is always going to be on my network. And now I'll even show you guys, I can literally remove this printer from the app. Okay, I can go to add a device. I can go down to add an existing printer. And there it is. It's on my network and it's here and it's literally ready to go. And you can see I'm connected to my normal Wi-Fi, not to the printer. So that's pretty much everything, guys. That is how you connect. That's how you reconnect this printer to Wi-Fi reliably. Now, HP, I think they've done something sneaky. I think they've basically made it impossible for older printers like this to connect easily through the app. That's why we have to do this kind of workaround route. However, this is my job, guys. I figure it out for you and I want to help you guys. So if this video helped you guys, please help me out and leave a like and subscribe. If I can hit 1,000 subscribers, I can earn a bit of money from helping people. Have a fantastic day. Check out my channel if you have any other issues with this printer. And also click the link in the description if you want to see how to connect your laptop to this printer. Have a fantastic day and goodbye.